let's make a katogo k'ebinyeebwa with me, your girl Kana. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are making a cooking video. As you can see, this is one of my favorite foods and we are going to be making it together. Peanut paste, bananas and cabbage. So let's get into it. Alright guys, so first step is making fire on the charcoal stove with charcoal. I am going to be putting the charcoal in the charcoal stove. For those of you who do not know what charcoal is, it is burnt wood. Burnt wood is charcoal. So we are going to be first doing that, which takes like its time. I never like to do this, but we gotta do what we gotta do. So guys, today had been a very hard day for me since like we were in grieving. My grandfather died, so we are going to be taking a moment of silence for that alone. And right now I am done with the fire making, so this is me like putting it all together. You have to cover it up and so that the fire can catch on the coal. So I don't know how to like give you the best voice over because I'm not so good with these things, but hey, a girl has to do what a girl has to do. And as we wait for that to light up, all that coal has to be charcoal has to be red. So we are going to be making cabbage. That is something I wanted to have with my matoke and banana paste is cabbage, and I love these cabbages when they are not overly cooked. This is me preparing the cabbage. I have to like remove all the outer layers because those are not so very clean and they are useless, like they are bad, you know. But it's a nice cabbage. I take so long to eat vegetables and cabbage, so like cabbages, all those vegetables that you see, I take so long to eat them. Yeah, my food is usually meat and fish and chicken, so it is what it is. I have nothing to do about it. So today I am home alone because everybody is at my grandfather's place grieving, and I could not go because I had to go to the hospital. I was like not feeling well, so I'm home alone, and I decided to prepare my own food, which was very needed because from the hospital I just came back home and I fell asleep, right? So the thing that woke me up in the middle of that day, I'm literally sweating, and it was so hot. It was so hot. These days it's so hot you can't even imagine it. And yeah, and hunger, I was very hungry, so I was like, you know what, I'm going to prepare myself food so that I can eat. And shout out to the person who commented that they wanted to see me making food. They were like, oh, take us somewhere fun or make us some food, and they requested that peanut paste and matoke, which is katogo, you know. So I was like, you know what, why not? Because right now I can't move. I'm not feeling too well, but I can cook, so let's do that. So this is a video for you, lovely. I do see the comments and I do reply to them as much as I possibly can. So I had just finished cutting the cabbage. I had to cut only half because I am going to be having this food like 3 people, which is like Faith, who was at school and she was coming back, and me, myself, and then my uncle. So that was all that was needed at the moment, and that was enough for us. I was very excited to taste the food. So when we get to our other vegetables, I need a carrot, tomatoes and green pepper and onions. Actually, that is all that I needed in this dish. So guys, I am like a good cook. For those of you who do not have never tasted my food, I'm peeling the tomatoes. I don't like, is it only me who doesn't like the tomato peelings on there? Because like they make the tomatoes be hard or something. I don't know how to explain it, but I don't like them. So our charcoal stove was already done, and this is my saucepan. So we are going to be cooking onions, guys. This is the fastest thing that can make me cry is onions. I don't know about anybody who like is a chef and they are just cutting onions as if their eyes are so used to it. But for me, by the time I was done, I was like, Jesus Christ, save me. I was trying to like to act as if like, oh my God, I'm not feeling it. You know what? I'm a professional, but no, you can't be a professional with onions. Oh, they are so bad. Oh my God. So we are starting to cook and carrots. I love carrots. When I was younger, I never ate any of the vegetables I'm putting into my food right now. So it's very weird. It's totally weird to be putting in carrots because I never had them. And as the rabbit inside of me likes, I love carrots and I love just chewing on them. There was a time in my life where I was blending carrots. I don't know. I was sick and they told my father that, oh, blended carrots and blended onions are the best thing, best medicine, and we did it. I had to drink carrots. It's not very appealing when you're drinking it. Green pepper. We are moving fast because I have another dish to cook, and this was all the ingredients I needed. I had to like mix them all together because I wanted the crunch to stay there. So I'm not going to be like frying them up so much. Yeah, I wanted all of them to be there, like chop chop this ingredient in, this ingredient in, not to overcook the cabbages because it's better when you just eating it and it's like it has that crunch. I don't know if you know, if you get what I'm talking about, but it's nice. Already tomatoes in before the cabbages overcook. Texture is the issue here, and these are the finished results of the cabbage. So let's go on to the next dish, which is matoke and peanut paste or peanut sauce, I don't know. So we are going to be making the katogo. The other one was just cabbage, fried cabbage. This is what katogo really is. So I first start with peeling. When you are in Uganda and you have grown up like doing all the necessary chores and everything, you will know how to like peel bananas. It's the first number one thing and number one requirement for people, especially women. If you can't peel a banana that fast and that efficient and that beautifully, I don't know what you're doing. Our mothers are pros on that, and when we were growing up I had to learn it because I was so fascinated with peeling bananas in the way I'm peeling them right now. So yes, I'm done with peeling the bananas, and after washing them I had to put them in my saucepan. So right now I'm not making a very big bunch, but I love making it in at least a bigger saucepan than the size of the food itself, because with that it will give it more space to work with and for the food to cook and come out much better. So guys, in my banana paste, usually people just put in like just the banana, no, the groundnut paste, tomatoes, onions, and that is it, right? And salt. But for me, I love putting in the spices as well. So I'm adding in black pepper, I'm adding in my tomatoes, my onions, I add in some garlic. Actually, I also add in I don't know, like that is at least I add them in if I have them on me, and it gives the food more taste, which is very nice. So this is the peanut butter paste, which is very nice. It's grounded peanuts, and I'm adding in the salt. So when I started cooking, as you cook you get to learn a lot of things, and for me, with this peanut paste, like they come and the consistency is too thick to just put into the saucepan like that, because then it will just make these tiny bumps, it doesn't come out well. So you have to change the consistency. So you add some water. For me, when I started out, would put it in like a bowl and just mix it in there together, but it never mixed the way I wanted it to mix, and it would always cause the bumps. But when I learned this, just leave it in the bag that it comes in with, mix them, add in some water, mix in like some salt, and it makes like it's easier to make the consistency of how like I like it. I don't know if you get me, but that is what I'm doing right now, and I take my time to do it, so it makes it like softer and more efficient to work with, and it will just melt in the food when I put it in there, instead of just putting it in as it originally came. Because if you do that, it will just remain there in, and it will not dissolve, right? So, and we don't need that. It has to be a beautiful paste, so guys, one thing about me, I love cooking with sugar. It's a very nice texture, no, sweetness. It adds something to the food. So if I add in some sugar in my peanut paste, because when you cook peanuts for such a long time, they will produce a little bit of sweetness, right? And right now I need to like produce more sweetness in that food, and the salt and the sweetness, it comes out just too good, and you just eat the food and it's so good. So I didn't add the sugar in the cabbages, because I wanted the saltiness in the cabbages to remain, so that I can balance it out with the sweetness and the saltness that is going to be in my katogo, which is the banana and the peanut paste. So this is what I'm doing, still mixing it up, and it just gives the food such a good nice taste. Try it out, you'll tell me all the results as we go. So the consistency is beautiful, and it's where I will need it. This is the time when Tina had come back from my grandfather's place, so she was telling me all about it, and she was telling me like her journey. She was going to the village, but when she reached like halfway, and she came back because it was not the time like for the burial. The burial was going to happen in like 4 days from now, and she was like, nope, I can't, I have to work, but I have to come back. So she had to literally come back, and it was crazy. So she was telling me all about it. Guys, as we literally go on to wait for my food, can we appreciate my glowing skin? Because my god, and there is no makeup on that, no makeup. I love me so much. Anyways, as we were literally gossiping with Tina, and as I waited for my food to get to the point of adding the paste, so with the matoke you have to wait for it to start boiling. I needed for it to start boiling and like bubbles and everything, and that is when we add in the peanuts. Yeah, that is when we add in the peanut paste. So we were waiting for that, as I literally was talking to Christine. She always has something to say, and it's very nice to talk to her. She's a very funny person, though you'll never see it. So this is when I am like adding in the pastes. You see the consistency that we needed. When they bring it, like originally it's like harder than that, so I had to make it to that consistency, which will make it blend beautifully, like in this exact picture. Like, do you see how it's bubbling? Beautiful. I love every single minute of that, and the ingredients are getting in, because like I had already added in the black pepper, the garlic, the everything, so it's all blending in. The tomatoes, because I had like peeled them, they just blend in and they get soft. You can't even see them, so when I'm eating, I never see any ingredient, but it's there and you can taste it. So I had another visitor who was my cousin, my mother's sister's daughter. And she is beautiful. She is called Daisy, and she is like so nice. She had just come and she was asking us for direction to go see where the barrier is going to be. So we were just talking and having a conversation. I had to taste my food. So normally I never taste my food. I never taste my food because I lose appetite when I taste it. But that moment I had to taste it just for the camera. I don't know. Guys, this is when you let the peanut paste like boil for long and it will produce this oil. Like, do you see the oil? I don't know if you see it, but those particles, like there is some oil in there and it produces oil and it's beautiful. This is when, oh my god, my stomach was like, girl, give us food right now. And this is the final meal, and I had like served it on my plate. Do you see? You don't even see any particles of any ingredient, but it's there and it's beautiful. This is the final look and this is the final food. This is my food. I am so excited to have it because it tastes good. People, it tastes divine. This is me letting the sun kiss my skin. I tell you, like, if my skin glows, it's because of the sun, and I'm taking my first bite. So wish me luck. It was so good. I'm not even exaggerating that, oh my god, you just made the food, but it was good. If you ever meet me and you ever get time to literally like let me cook for you. Oh no, I don't like that. No. No, next time. But all in all, guys, this food was so good and I enjoyed every single minute of eating it. It made me feel so much better with the day and with all the grieving and with all the sickness that I was feeling at that moment. I felt so much better as I was eating. Food is like my happy place. So bye bye.